Since Manny from the Stone Roses died a week or two ago, I've seen so many lovely stories online about what a great guy he was. So I just thought I'd add my own to the historical records. I used to work on a TV show called Soccer AM. I was there from 2000 to 2007, and Manny used to come on as a guest quite a lot. So part of my job was looking after the guests and making sure they got there, sorting out their travel, and taking them to the pub afterwards. So I was in the pub. It was about this time of year, like early December sort of time. I was in the pub with Manny, and we were talking about Christmas lights, not the ones the council put up in the town centre, but the ones that people put up themselves on their houses. And I was saying, like, the Isle of Sheppey where I grew up, there's this great street that had the best Christmas lights. And he was saying, no, there's a street in Manchester that's loads better. We're having this sort of argument about it. Finished our drinks, he went off home and I went off home. So a few weeks later, I'd just kind of forgotten about this chat. And it was Christmas Eve, and I was back in the Isle of Sheppey, staying with my mum, and I was going down to the local pub to meet some friends. And as I was walking down the road, my phone just went. And I looked at my phone, and I didn't know Manny that well. Like, I knew him, we weren't like good mates or anything, but I'd occasionally text him, he'd occasionally text me. But I looked at my phone, and I had like 7 pictures of different houses' Christmas lights from Manchester. And the message just said, check out these beauties, Merry Mythmas, love Manny. And I just thought the image of Manny just wandering around on Christmas Eve going, I've got to go and send some photos to some bloke I don't really know that well of these Christmas lights. So obviously I thought, well, I've got to do the same now. So I went down, said to my friends I'd be late to the pub, went and took some photos and sent them back to him saying, I think you'll find these are loads better. I was in the pub about 20 minutes later with my friends, and they'd all sort of just, we were playing pool, but they'd all sort of disappeared. Someone had gone to the bar, someone had gone to the toilet. I was sort of just stood on my own. And my phone rang, and I answered it, and it was Manny, and he was going, those are pathetic, what are you talking about? How can you respect lights like this? And just sort of shout at me about these Christmas lights I'd sent to him. And just, over like a couple of minutes, just sort of going, they're pathetic. I was going, oh yeah, well, I know what I said, I'll stand by it. He went, all right, Merry Christmas, love you, bye. Hung up and went. And then my friend just came back, and like Stone Roses was such a big band to me and my mates. And I was like, I'm just not going to believe me when I say Manny just phoned me up to argue about Christmas lights. So in short, lovely bloke. I'm really sad I'm never going to run into him again.